The most important thing in life is having a child. Nothing is more special than a child. Steptoe and I were deeply affected by the desperation felt by couples who so wanted to have children. We had a lot of critics, but we fought like hell for our patients. Robert Edwards, 2008.
Established in 1999, the Foundation for Reproductive Medicine, FRM, is a not-for-profit organization with a mission to help families grow by supporting original research and postgraduate medical education in reproductive medicine, with special emphasis in reproductive endocrinology and infertility. FRM issues research grants to investigators pursuing research projects with promising clinical applicability in reproductive medicine and biology. The goal is to advance the horizons of what is possible in basic reproductive biology and clinical reproductive medicine, and for the dissemination of newly developed knowledge. FRM also supports monthly Grand Rounds, a continuing medical education lecture series, widely attended by physicians and scientists in obstetrics and gynecology, reproductive endocrinology, and scientists in all areas of reproductive biology. Featuring leading investigators in the fields, the complimentary CME series is co-sponsored by FRM and the Center for Human Reproduction. To further advance medical education, FRM also established the FRM conference titled Translational Reproductive Biology and Clinical Reproductive Endocrinology. The conference induces a new mindset of thinking differently that will change clinical practice and induce new research concepts. The conference offers clinicians and scientists a unique and intimate framework for interactions and exchanges of ideas. The conference offers a spectrum of opinions, which allow the audience to reach its own conclusions. This is one reason why the conference themes were chosen as paradigm changes you may not hear about elsewhere, and think differently. The FRM conference is co-sponsored by the Center for Human Reproduction, IVF Worldwide, and this year, by New Hope Fertility Center. Post-conference surveys in prior years demonstrated evidence for truly unprecedented degrees of practice adjustments, based on the paradigm changes discussed during the conference. This year, at the FRM conference, we are also celebrating IVF's Ruby Jubilee by recognizing the pioneering professionals who have dedicated their careers to scientific and medical progress in the field.
It all began in 1935, when Pincus and Ensman first asked the question about oocyte maturation in mammals and humans. In 1944, Mencken and Rock and 1955 Shettles published the first human embryos, but without evidence of fertilization. It took a young Bob Edwards from 1960 to 1965 to discover beyond doubt the events of human oocyte maturation. However, it took him another 4 years to prove that human oocytes could be matured and fertilized in vitro. Edwards first met Patrick Steptoe in 1968, and Steptoe's pioneering laparoscopy made the retrieval of oocytes much easier. In 1971, Steptoe and Edwards began their clinical work, trying to achieve successful IVF. The initial work took place at the Cottage Hospital in Oldham. First using clomid, pergonal and HCG for 150 cycles without success. Then they added bromocriptine for another 180 cycles, again without success. Next, they switched to the spontaneous natural cycle, and on the 10th of November 1977, an 8-cell embryo was transferred, resulting in the birth of Louise Brown in July 1978.
This is a girl, as was expected. Baby's in pretty good condition.
For their achievements, Edwards was awarded the Nobel Prize in 2010. Over the past 40 years, IVF has evolved from an ambitious, experimental procedure to mainstream medicine and has brought over 6 million children to the world. The field continues to evolve in areas such as genetic pre-screening, and eradication of genetic disease.